All right, you guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining. You're watching Deciphering Politics, where you get everything related to Trump, politics, the United States as a whole. We're here. Make sure you guys tune in and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me, like this video, stamp your comments in the comment section below. Give me your opinion, which I always say is very valued. Every time I always say it because it's true. We're gonna talk about life after Trump, which for a lot of folks out there in this country, some are happy, some people aren't. I'm sort of in the middle. I'm not happy, but I'm also like, I'm curious. I think I'm more just curious as to what the next phase will be. And we're going to talk about it because I've been thinking about this now since he became president. I know it's early. I know it's still the first year. We're now, 7, 8 months into his presidency. So, I mean, we're almost to a year. So, we have midterms next year, and Republicans would love to keep control of the House and the Senate, but it's more likely that they'll only hold one of those two. So we'll see. Which also explains why Trump is pushing his agenda so fervently, because he knows that he might not have control of total government next year. But we're going to talk about what happens after, because a lot of his policies that he's been enacting and trying to get upheld into law most likely will not make it, right? Most likely won't pass. Most likely, a lot of the stuff that he's trying, while commendable, it probably won't make it, right? Just because of Congress and how slow they act. I also think that a lot of his policies that will be enacted, we won't feel the effects of it until maybe 5, 10 years down the road. Same with Biden, Obama's different because we actually know what happened, but we won't feel the immediate impact. But the purposes of this video is to talk about what happens after Trump leaves office. And I know, like I said, I know it's early, so I'm not trying to say, oh, it's, done and over with. But for those of us out there who either support him or if you respect his agenda and what he's doing, it is, I guess you could say it's sort of responsible to think about this, because his legacy, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, is impactful. So we got to start looking at what happens after, right? Who's going to take over? Who's going to enact some of the same policies? Who's going to get rid of some of his stuff? Who's going to keep the same narrative going? Who's going to try to be like him? I think that's the key. And if we're being honest, no one's like him. You can be as brandish and bombastic as you want. You can be as entertaining as you want. No one is like Trump. And I'm not glazing him, but I'm just saying, as a person, as an entertainer, and as somebody who, it comes natural to him, this is how he is. So it's not like he's putting on an act and he's, whatever. No, this is really who he is at his core. And I feel like the person that comes after him, whether it's J.D. Vance or whoever, doesn't matter. They're going to have a hard time competing with him, even when he leaves office. Because it's always going to be, well, Trump wouldn't have did this. And don't let it be a Republican, because they're going to really scrutinize you, because now you have to carry on his legacy. And if you're a Democrat, you're going to get hated and slandered every minute of your presidency. So regardless of whoever's president, it doesn't matter. They're going to get both sides coming after them. And you could say that's a good thing or a bad thing, because some people look at it and say, look, we need accountability in government. Others might look at it and say, well, yeah, but to scrutinize every single day, every single position you hold isn't fair. But then we could say, hey, you did that with Trump. See, that's the thing. Trump has his haters, but at the end of the day, they can't be hypocrites, because if the Democrats do something similar, they can't say, oh, we're going to cry foul. Sorry, guys, that was police. I'm not sure what's going on outside. But yeah, they can't cry foul because Trump did the same thing or didn't do the same thing. So watch that space, guys. If it's a Democrat in office, watch to see how much they try to spin things as, oh, this is all Trump's fault. But then they're going to go, well, people who know, they're going to say, well, you blamed Trump for this, but